on the program, Lester.
It's good seeing you again.
Yes, sir. Same to you.
Yeah. I started out by saying I met you some years ago when we was doing our first talent showcase.
Yes, sir.
I forgot you,
Mm-hmm.
but you never forgot me.
Never.
And when you came back, just tell us a little something about Marcel McManus.
Yes, sir. Well, my name is Minister Marcel McManus, all the way from Lyons, Georgia, the big city, not too far from the Vade Onions. And I grew up in the church, and my mother, Jennifer Floyd, raised me, and my father, Darryl McManus, and my late father, Mr. Raymond Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in the church. My grandparents, Bishop James Holland, Mother Betty Jo Holland, raised me in the church, and as a little boy shouting, they call it shouting, I always shouting in the church, and I always loved music, playing music with my family, and church always stayed a big part of me, and I grew up loving music and had an opportunity to record my first CD, and shortly after that, God began to change my life and turn my life over to God.
Good.
And I did my initial sermon back in January the 18th, and now I'm out ministering, preaching God's Word, and right now just doing those kind of things.
That's very good. Your affectionate name is
the Piano Man. That's it. I love the piano, Lester.
How did that come about?
Well, just playing, doing different projects in school for the 4-H, and every time I go perform, I always play the piano, and I just love that name, Piano Man. I think it's a lot of famous artists have that name already, but it's all right for somebody else to have that name just as well too.
Yeah.
So I love the piano. There's just something about the sound and the way God uses me to play the piano, so I love it.
That's very good.
Yes, sir.
We happen to have you in the studio, and you say you're doing your ministry now.
Yes, sir.
This has been a calling from God. How did this come about? Did anything happen in your life that made you turn this way, or just was a passion that was always there in native?
I always knew that I was called to preach, and you know how you run from things sometimes. A lot of people, they'll tell you, oh, you're going to be a preacher, your granddad was a preacher and all that. You know, people are going to tell you that you're going to preach, but you have to hear that specifically from God. And I went through a lot of things in my life, and it turned my life around. And once you hit rock bottom and realize there's nobody but God, that you need Him no matter what. And He started speaking to me, and I realized then I had to do His work. If I didn't do His work, things were going to be worse off than what they already was. And God began to use me and deal with me, and I sat with my grandparents. I'll never forget that day, sitting with them at Huddle House. We began to talk, and just talking about some different things. And I told them that, you know, God had called me to preach, and I knew that I needed to be doing it. And they talked to me, and they worked with me, and they helped me get where I am today. And did my initial sermon back in January. And it's not easy doing this type of work. It's a very serious job. But I just thank God for it and what God is doing. I thank God that I did answer the call at a young age at that, and not running from it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, think about Jonah.
Yes, sir.
He tried to get away, but he has a way of bringing you back.
Oh, yes, he does.
Sometimes it's best you just come back.
Oh, yeah.
Than for him to have to go out there and put a bounty on.
Oh, yeah, and I was gone for like 4.5 years, too. I went to school in Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, and I lived in a city called Thompson, Georgia.
Okay.
And I played for AME Church up there, New Liberty Hill AME. And my godmother, Reverend Dr. Bobby Fan, was the pastor, so I played up there. And God started dealing with me. I'm doing a lot of things that I had no business doing, and getting to a lot of things. And God was telling me to come back home. I was like, no, I ain't going back down there.